Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading. This reading, although there is no time at the moment because we don't know when these things are going to happen, is roughly for the 5th to the 11th of April. But I can't deny that it's going to be very difficult to do timing. It's difficult at the best of times, but very hard in these times. So, this is the reading for Cancer. You are the last reading, Cancer, this week. Bringing up the rear end. Okay. I'm using the Golden Tarot for your reading. Ooh, just saw the Fool card jump out there. Going to take a leap of faith there. Some sort of leap of faith you're ready to take. Okay. Ready to go. Nice cut there, Spirit. Alrighty, so we have the Three of Swords coming out here. So the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak and heartache. You can never discount the fact that there are three swords here. So there's some sort of heartbreak that may have come through the interference of something else. It can be sometimes, something like a difference in culture, a difference in a way of being. It could be work that's coming between two people. It can be a person that's coming between two people. We do have the Lovers card here. So the Lovers card is the card of choice. So you could be choosing between two people, especially with this Three of Swords here. But the Lovers card in its origin was the card of choice. This is about two people being brought together for a divine union. Okay, we do have the Devil card coming in behind that. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn here. This is toxic energy here. It's codependency. I really think codependency is such a broad term to use. It's toxic. You're in some sort of toxic situation here. And you're trying to look for a way to move forward. That's very clear to me here. I feel that you are trying to, oh wow, ouch, that's pretty heavy energy. Okay, so you're feeling, it looks like you could be, now remember the reading's flip-flop, so it could be the other person too. There seems to be a very heavy energy around sadness or even depression here. So if this is the person you're dealing with, they may be going through sort of very hard time at the moment trying to deal with that energy. But we'll see as we're moving. All right, Five of Swords here. So the Five of Swords is the card of winning the battle, losing the war here. Oh my goodness, I've just watched a show. That's a pit bull, isn't it? Look at his ears. I just watched a show where it was one of those. It just came to mind. This is about walking away from something, but not necessarily being fulfilled by what you've done. It's sort of that whole, trying to deal with something, but not necessarily getting any satisfaction. So it could be that you're having to move away from something that's created a great deal of pain. And in moving away, you've rescued yourself, but you may have created a lot of other issues for yourself. Seven of Wands coming in here. So Seven of Wands talks about being stubborn, being defiant, standing your ground. Interesting. Okay, so something's brought you in clarity though with this Ace of Swords. Okay, I'll go back and have a look. Okay, we have the card of Twin Flames here. The Four of Wands, 11-11. Okay. I feel that you've stood your ground on something here and you've brought yourself clarity. You've had some sort of awakening. You've got a brand new start coming in here. And I feel that it's because you've stood your ground on something here. So there may have been a need to move away from something here that was creating some sort of conflict in the past. But it's like you haven't given up on something and you're moving forward. And you've got this beautiful Ace of Swords here. So I know you're finding clarity in something. The Four of Wands talks about stability. It's also the card of marriage and union. But I feel like here it looks like you could have walked away from a marriage. I can't discount that. But it looks more like you're finding a sense of stability in making a decision that you've had to stand your ground on. So something that you haven't given up on. Okay, let me just put some more cards on it. Okay, so I have the Nine of Cups. So there's some sort of wish coming true here. Knight of Wands, something you feel very passionate and driven about. You're heading towards your Nine of Cups here. And you're moving away from pain here to go towards what you want. So what you're doing here is you're moving away from some sort of painful energy to move towards something you want here. Your wishes coming true. Okay, so we have the Moon, which is the card of Cancer and Pisces. Some of you may be dealing with Pisces. Others of you are dealing with earth signs here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, Eight of Swords. You're all up in your head about it though. Okay, let me just go through this again. Some sort of pain here, possibly some situation here that you're moving away from after making some sort of choice here. I feel like you've been in a very toxic energy here, but you're moving towards something that I feel should be much better, but for some unknown reason you're feeling very dark about this. There's a feeling of depression here. Some of you may have been dealing with someone who has a drinking problem or an addiction as well. Someone here is moving from pain and torment into a wish or a desire and stability. I feel that this is really difficult, whatever this situation is. It's a very difficult situation because you've got this sort of Five of Swords energy, which is sort of like dealing between the devil and the deep blue sea. It's like you're finding it really hard to see the light of day, even though you haven't given up. I do have the card of the Magician here. So this is the card of manifestation. This is the card to say you've got all the tools you need, Cancer, to do whatever you're doing. Something is still hidden from view here, and you're not seeing something here. You're not seeing the bigger picture. You're in your head thinking it through rather than relying on your own intuition and resources with the Moon. So you're stuck in your thinking here. I do think that there is this feeling that you are... Let me just put a couple more cards down. All right, I have the Ten of Coins and the Three of Cups and the Star. So you're traveling in the right direction. You are heading towards your destiny. You are moving towards your wish here. We have the Star and the Nine of Cups here. So you're moving towards your destiny. Again, your wish is coming in. But again, with this 3 energy. So you're moving away from something here that has been very difficult for you. But it's funny because you're closing out, but the codependent energy here is still keeping you bound to something here. You've not been able to completely free yourself. Although you're standing your ground and you're doing what you need to do, you're still very tied to this codependent energy. Could be dealing with someone who's very toxic or narcissistic. Okay, oh, I have 2 cards coming out here. That's interesting. Oh, I have 3. Oh, I don't know if I have to be quick to read all 3. I haven't done 3 before. Okay, so we have the Beloved here, which is card 5. So we'll only read the invitation. Okay, accept the invitation to learn through the path of love. Expand your being through union with another. When you recognize the beloved in another, you call forth their highest and purest nature. Follow the path of love. Okay, that's the first one. The Andean cross here says, this announces the start to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day-to-day to that which until now has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. That's why I saw the Fool coming out when we started. So the Corn here is card 10. So you're definitely embarking on a brand new energy, which is going to bring you a lot of happiness here. You just got to leave the codependency or that energy behind. Okay, so you planted a beautiful field of dreams and worked hard. Even in moments when you were losing faith, you continued, and I can see that 7 of Wands there. Now the spirit of the corn comes to honour this and show you a bountiful harvest. This is the time to reap the rewards of hard work and trust, whether those rewards are financial or the kind of prosperity measured in quality rather than quantity. You are so blessed when this symbol appears. Don't forget to share your good fortune. 3 absolutely stunningly beautiful cards there. I think you've had the longest reading today too. Cancer, have a great week.